Hey, this is Mark Williams with Swine Life BBQ. Today I'm going to show you my recipe for chicken and sausage dressing. Got a rotisserie chicken here we cooked on a previous video. We're going to make our own stock, get all these ingredients incorporated. Of course, we got some good pork sausage we're going to mix in with this dressing. We're going to finish it off in the pellet grill. It's going to be one heck of a dressing. Let's get started. So we got our Grilla Silverbac fired up behind us. We're going to set it to 375. We got some savory blend Bear Mountain Pellet. It's going to go great with this dressing. But now that we got it fired up, it's time to make our stock. So like I said earlier, we done a rotisserie chicken in a previous video. Got the bird here. We've already de-breasted it. Got some wing meat, a lot of bones, a lot of good flavor. It's going to go in our Dutch oven here. Got it filled up about 3/4 away with water. We got our poultry blend herbs. We're going to drop a few of them in there. A couple stalks of celery. Get the lid on it and let that baby go to boiling. So once this gets done, we'll get it off, allow it to cool, and then we're gonna get our sausage fried up, and all of these ingredients will come together and make one heck of a dressing. So our stock's been cooking for about 1.5 hours, maybe a little longer. You come in here and check it out, you can tell a lot of that chicken's cooked down. We got a great color. It's got that sheen over the top where it's cooked all those fats out of that chicken. That's what you're looking for. That's all the flavor. So we need to strain this, get all those particles out to where you have just a broth. I got a strainer set up in a stainless steel bowl. I'm gonna try not to make a mess, even though I probably am. Woohoo, almost got me. We'll pour it off in here, get most of it. We'll let that whole bird sit in there. Try not to pour the chicken stock all over you. We'll take our strainer, pick it up, get the rest of that goodness out of here. As you can tell, we got about 2 quarts of this chicken broth. It's packed full of flavor, much richer than what you buy out of the box at the store. Now you're welcome to use box broth. I've done it before, but we had time today. I already cooked a rotisserie chicken. Figured we might as well use it. We'll get this off to the side and let it cool, get our sausage fried up, and it's time to bring it together. So we got our stock off, allowing it to cool. We're gonna go ahead and get our sausage fried up. We got 1 pound of Jimmy Dean. You can use any flavor you want. I like using the sausage because a lot of times, you want that sage flavor in your dressing, and sometimes it can get strong on you. This sausage is gonna add the perfect sage flavor without being too much. So we're gonna brown this sausage, render it down, get a good bit of that fat out because you don't want your dressing to be greasy. But you want all that flavor some good pork sausage has to offer. So as it starts browning, use your spatula, just get it broke up. You want fairly small pieces. You don't want a lot of large chunks of this sausage. Just keep working it and flipping it until we're getting it broke down. Starting to get some good color. It's gonna be delicious in that dressing. So our sausage is done. You can tell we got a ton of good color on it. Got some crispies in there. It's what I like. We got our half pan with paper towel on the bottom, that way it'll catch all that grease. Rake it off in there. We'll let this cool for a few minutes. It's time to bring it all together. So we got everything prepped up and it's ready to make our dressing. We're gonna start with 8 cups of cornbread. Now I kinda already broke this up. This is equivalent to about 2 9-inch pie pans full of cornbread. So we're gonna get this in our bowl. I didn't break it up all the way because I know us mixing it's gonna break it up some more. Next thing we got is 1 can of cream of celery, 1 can of cream of mushroom. Now you can use cream of chicken if you don't like mushroom. 1 pound of our pork sausage. That's gonna add the sage flavor that you're all familiar with when it comes to homemade dressing. We have a rotisserie chicken we pulled. What I'm gonna do is just season this up, just because a lot of times that inner meat on that chicken doesn't have a ton of flavor or salt. Now I'm just gonna put half of this in here. Not gonna do it all, because what I'm gonna do is top it. That way you have the chicken on the top of the dressing as well. So next up, we have our chicken stock that we made, again from that rotisserie chicken. We're just gonna pour some in here for now. This is gonna be just, you be the judge. You want this to be runnier than you think it ought to be, because it's gonna thicken up as it cooks. Go ahead and hit our dressing with a little bit of salt, pepper, garlic again. Of course, it looks like we're gonna need a lot more liquid, so go right back in there. You definitely wanna be on the runnier side. You can always bake it just a little bit longer if it needs to thicken up, but you can't go the other way. And another good thing about this recipe, there's no raw ingredients in it, so you can try it right now. Adjust your sage, adjust your salt, your pepper, get it how you like it, and then put it in a pan, get it on the pellet grill. We're gonna reserve some of that broth, because you know we can't have dressing without a good chicken stock gravy. Now I almost forgot, the best part, 1/8 of a cup of a good salted butter. All that cornbread's gonna absorb that good rich butter flavor. Let's see if I can pour the dressing in the half pan without making a huge mess like I did with the broth. Man, yeah, perfect. So we'll kind of shake this down, let everything settle. It's time to get on this 375-degree pellet grill. So we're gonna get a little bit of that grill flavor, which I think is gonna go great with this dressing. We're just gonna get the lid closed, keep an eye on it. You want the top of that dressing to brown up nice, be able to shake that pan, it's firmed up, maybe just a little jiggle in the middle, but not much. It's just like baking a cake, but you don't want to overcook it. So we can't have a dressing without having a good chicken gravy to go along with it. Like always, y'all seen me make gravy before. Got a half a stick of Kerrygold. That's roughly 1/4 cup. I'll get this melted in. One thing I like about a gravy recipe like this, you can incorporate as much flavor as you want, any flavor you would like. This is a start to any good gravy. So again, our eye is on about medium to high heat. Once you get all the butter melted, equal parts flour. This is 1/4 cup. Get it all incorporated. Once it gets good and incorporated, a good smooth mixture, you're watching for that flour and that butter to start browning. As you can tell right now, it's starting to brown. You're getting that light orange color, real light tan. Starting to smell that butter. It's time to get the broth in. So we got 2 cups of our chicken stock we made. It's going right in the middle of it. Time to get it incorporated again. A whisk may do really good here, or it's gonna be real gentle. Get all that flour, that butter, everything all mixed in well. You can watch the trail your spoon leaves. It's not leaving a good trail yet, it's almost there. We got salt and pepper to taste. Just give it a pinch or 2. I like a little more pepper, so I'm gonna go a little bit heavier with it. Now that it's almost there, we got about 1 cup leftover chicken. It's just gonna add a little bit more savory richness. Once you get your chicken incorporated, it's gonna reheat everything. You can bump your heat down to keep warm. And now's the time. You gotta see if you got everything right. See if it needs some salt. Needs just a pinch more salt. Pretty darn good though. We'll add a little bit more pepper while we're doing it. Get it mixed in. This gravy's good to go. So our dressing's been on for just at about 1 hour. We checked on it a few minutes ago. Got good brown color. You can see we got just a little jiggle right there in the middle. That's where I want it. So we're gonna go ahead and get it off. Start letting it cool. I'm gonna put this recipe together with that gravy on top of it. I can't wait to try it. We got the dressing out and letting it cool. Just as a quick recap, we start off 8 cups of crumbled up cornbread. Got it all mixed up with our homemade stock, all our good ingredients, that cream of mushroom, cream of celery, and of course, that good pork sausage. Right before it got done, we got our chicken stock gravy. It's about time to get this on a plate, get it all mixed up, and give it a try. So I'm gonna dive into this corner right here, just because it's got all them crispy edges. Get it plated out. That's how I like my dressing right there. That ain't no dry dressing. Ain't nobody got time for that. Top it with this gravy and this chicken. That right there is what I want on my Thanksgiving plate. Let's see what it's all about. Gotta get all them goodies. I know it's screaming hot. We're gonna have to sacrifice a tongue for this. That right there has got Thanksgiving written all over it. It's got a ton of great flavors. That chicken's tender. You get a hint of that pork sausage. It just works. This dressing right here, you guarantee is gonna be on my Thanksgiving table. Man, it's good. That's a wrap for today at Swine Life. We appreciate y'all checking this video out. If y'all couldn't tell, I had to go ahead and finish that dressing. Y'all got to give this recipe a try. If y'all got any questions, shoot us a message on Facebook or Instagram. And as always, like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see y'all next time.